With more on where we stand and what's at stake, Arkansas Senator and Armed Services Committee member Tom Cotton. Tom, good morning to you.
Good morning, Steve. Good to be on with you.
It's great to have you as well, Senator. So, Tony Blinken says, I made it very clear you can either have a dialogue or confrontation. How terrified is Russia of the Biden administration?
Well, I suspect that Vladimir Putin is not too terrified of Joe Biden, Steve. This crisis is in part of Joe Biden's own making. By projecting weakness and incompetence, for instance, in the withdrawal from Afghanistan last summer, continuing to appease Russia and China, he has projected to Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping and our enemies that he won't stand up to defend America's interests. So Tony Blinken's tough words are no substitute for Joe Biden's weak actions. And that's why Vladimir Putin thinks that he has the opportunity to go for the jugular in Ukraine. I hope we can deter him through threats of sanctions and export controls of sensitive but vital technology for Russia. But it's not clear at this point whether anything will deter Vladimir Putin, having seen what Joe Biden is made of.
That's right. All right. Something else. Your ears probably have been burning because once again, the Washington Post has issued another correction regarding things that their fact checker said was true, and then they had to back up. Let's go back to March of last year. You tweeted out on March 6th at 10 in the morning, the Senate voted on an amendment to exclude prisoners like the Boston bomber from getting stimulus checks. And then, as it turns out, and you continue, every Democrat voted to send checks to prisoners, and every Republican voted to stop prisoners from getting checks. Well, as it turns out, Glenn Kessler tweeted this on Thursday. Turns out Tom Cotton predicted correctly. Mr. Sarnia, the Boston bomber did get a stimulus check. So we've adjusted the Pinocchio rating on the 2021 fact check. You know, they've taken exception with what you have said. They've said that's not true, but then they've had to come back twice now and said, yeah, okay, we probably shouldn't have said it wasn't true because we were wrong.
Yeah, Steve, there wasn't much of a mystery on this when I proposed an amendment that would prohibit checks from going to criminals like the Boston Marathon bomber. The Democrats voted against my amendment. The Democrats said on the Senate floor that they wanted checks to go to prisoners. So murderers and rapists and pedophiles across America got your tax dollars last year. Yet the Washington Post used a fact check to call this a lie. The reason they keep fact checking me, though, is not because I'm not telling the truth. It's because I am telling the truth. I'm exposing the crazy ideas of the Democratic Party, and their Praetorian Guard in the media doesn't want to let me speak out to those truths. This happened as well with my assertions in early 2020, at the very beginning of the pandemic, that it was at least a real possibility that the virus came out of that lab in Wuhan, not from some food market. And yet again, the Washington Post had to backpedal on those claims. It's happened with the New York Times as well. Look, if the media wants to keep starting these fights with me, I'm happy to finish these fights because the American people deserve the truth.
Well, and last year, the reason they took exception with the lab leak theory was because people like you and Donald Trump said, we got to look at this. You connect the dots and it kind of makes sense. And now people have been connecting the dots and they've been going, even Joe Biden ordered the intel community to take a look at it. Inconclusive, but nonetheless, that is different than Tom Cotton's wrong.
Yeah, exactly. And again, it's not because I'm telling lies, it's because I'm telling the truth. I'm exposing truths that the liberals and the media and the Democratic Party don't want the American people to know.
Well, thanks for joining us on this Monday morning, giving us your point of view and what Americans need to know. Senator Tom Cotton, thank you very much.
Thank you, Steve.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.